So, this is the new studio. So this is where the new studio is going to be. I'm probably dark right now. It's on auto exposure. I feel dirty saying that, but this is gonna look good. Watch this. This is the new studio. Check it out. Woo! Desk right here. Camphor Laurel table, which is the Epoxy River table. I've got this chair. Everyone needs a good chair to sit in. And then this, the gear desk. This is where I store everything. Everything's not quite finished yet, but we're getting close. It's looking good. Need a few more plants. Everyone needs some plants. But let's get into this B-roll. All right, let's get it. What's going on, guys? I hope you're all sweet. Now, I have been away for a couple of weeks now because we've been moving house and I've moved into a new studio. What do you think? I've kitted out this studio, I've built it completely customized to my own version, and I don't know, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you like the color? I wanted to go a dark sort of theme just to try and bring out some of my skin tones. Yeah, it's built specifically so that I am able to film at any different angle and it still looks good. And I wanted to be able to create a studio that if I filmed in here, I wanted to be able to film anything I wanted and it would actually look good. So this video is pretty much just about showing you my new studio and also showing you the Camphor Laurel Epoxy River table that I built. Now, I've never ever built this before. Now take my advice with a grain of salt because I probably did it wrong, but it turned out really good. So I guess you can learn something from this. I'm not a builder. That was, like I said, the first time I've ever built an Epoxy River resin table and it turned out well. There was no bubbles in it. It's great. So, I ran out of battery on my drill and I've got one more screw to do because you need to screw underneath so the wood doesn't lift while the epoxy resin is setting. This needs to be screwed into the base as best as possible. So I've got one screw here and then one screw in the middle, but the battery's at the other house. So I'm gonna have to wait till tonight to do the pour. So if you can see that right there, see how there's a gap there? And now because I use really soft ply, that's gonna be an issue. I need to screw that down so it pulls the board into the base and I won't have any issues through there. if the material will leak underneath. It's going to waste a whole bunch of material, then it will require a lot more planing. So just going to screw that and it should be perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm going to be using this brand right here. This is called the APS-C Ultra Clear Premium Epoxy Resin. Now this is a 2-to-1 ratio, so that essentially means if you have say 100 grams of this, it's 50 grams of that. So always just half of this one right here. So this is obviously your resin and this is your hardener as such. So what I'm going to be doing first is filling in the live edge first, just a little bit of a brush, getting it right there. And I'm just going to do a 2-part pour. So just going to be filling it up a little bit. I've got the hairdryer there. That's all I've got. I don't have a heat gun because that's going to release the bubbles out of the resin. That is probably the most important part, getting those bubbles out. So just keep an eye on it for about an hour or 2, however long, just to try and release those bubbles. So you can see naturally there's bubbles in the mixture, so you're going to need that heat gun or hairdryer, whatever heat source you are using, to really get those bubbles to rise and pop out of the clear resin. Otherwise you're going to get some really bubbly resin exactly like this, and it is not pleasant looking. So this, oh my Lord. So this is, I am very sorry if that light is harsh, but this is a chair that I got from IKEA. It is really, really nice. Let me show you. Let me show you this chair. Look at that. It is really nice. It comes with this ottoman right here. But still not 100% sure if I'm going to be leaving it in that position. It looks good there. Just not 100% sure where I'm going to be filming a lot of my main talking head stuff. I've got my guitars here. You can see acoustic, bass, and electric. I mainly play acoustic and electric. I'm not much of a bass player. I do like to play a little bit of bass now and then, but that's my guitar setup. Check this. Look at this plant. This is cool. This is called a, I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. I've got the moon that you would have seen in the last studio, which is cool. And this here is the pegboard. this isn't just for looks, like this is really good for just getting a lot of stuff off the table and putting it up. Now, I've tried to keep it relatively simple, just a bit of a simple setup. As you can see, I don't have much on there. I just don't like it to look too busy because once again, it is in the background of a lot of my videos. So keeping it simple, minimalistic is my aim. Now I've got a whole bunch of lenses right down the bottom there. I hope you guys can see this. It is quite dark in here. I do need to fix that lighting situation because I don't get much light coming from outside. We've got a pergola area that covers a lot of this light, so hopefully it should be pretty sweet. Charging station, everyone needs a charging station. Down the bottom there, check out this little lantern light. It literally looks like a lantern, if you can see that. And it's got like an adjustable dial like a lantern. That's pretty cool. Moving on to the desk. So this here is the Camphor Laurel Epoxy River desk. So you can see here, this is the epoxy resin. It has nice sparkly blue through it, if you can see that. It still needs a bit of a polish, and the desk actually still needs a little bit of wax to it because wax will finish it off quite nicely. Anyway guys, I was editing and I forgot to sign off, so this is me signing off. Thank you for sticking in and tuning into this video. It is a little bit different. I am back to regular content as of, this week. I just wanted to show you guys exactly where I have been for the past 2 weeks. I have been MIA because of the whole moving, changing studios and everything, but content is back. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.